Hello friends, this is the sixth and the last lecture on the history of writing, the modern alphabet. So from the clay tokens for accounting how we have reached this position of the modern alphabet. Alphabet is invented only once. Alphabets are invented only once. And the first one cuneiform. Cuneiform, C-U-N-I, cuneiform alphabets or cuneiform writing, not alphabets exactly, cuneiform writings. Cuneiform, it comes from the Latin word cuneus. Cuneus means wedge, wedge shape. This is the wedge shape. See, tapering to one end. Or you have got this. This is the wedge shape. Wedge shape. See that? Tapering to one end. Understand? So that is the first form of writing. And then we have, as we saw, Sinaitic alphabet. The from Sinaitic alphabets, what we see today, what we use today, those alphabets developed. And then I told you about acrophony. Acrophony means the first letter only was pronounced. The habit of or the way of pronouncing the first letter of a word. For example, we have got a house. The first letter of the word we pronounce as Betu. Betu means house. But only the first letter is pronounced. These things we saw in the last class, so I don't want to further complicate things by explaining it. Now then what happens is, this cuneiform, this Sinaitic alphabet, that's what we see in today's Latin, Arabic, Hebrew, so Cyrillic. And what about all these alphabets that we see in France, French, German, English, Anglo-Saxons, that is Germans and so on. Now what actually happened was, these are the direct descendants of or directly Latin from direct from Etruscan. Etruscan. This Latin script is actually from Etruscan script. Tuscany. Tuscany. This is a region in Italy. So Tuscans, you can say, they came and the Tuscans, they occupied Tuscany, a province in Italy. They adopted the Greek alphabets, slightly modified. And slight modification, this Tuscans who occupied Tuscany in Italy, they adopted the Greek alphabet with slight modifications in shape. And then these Etruscan alphabets, they were adopted by the Romans. And wherever the Roman army went, the Romans, they were an invading people, So wherever they went, what happens is that, say Gaul, G-A-U-L, Gaul. Gaul is present-day France, G-A-U-L, Gaul. Angles, Saxons, that is present-day English. Understand? And then Germans, there are Franks. See? So, and you have a Spanish, all the Romance languages you can say. Wherever the Romans went in, they took their script, that is Etruscan script, that is Latin. Latin directly from Etruscan. So they took, the Roman army took Latin with them. See that? So from this Latin, history of English language, when you studied this or no, these are Romance languages descended from Latin. So this Romance languages descended from Latin for historical reasons. Because Latin was taken to different parts of Europe by the Roman army. So wherever they went, they took this, and those people, they adopted this. You got the point. This is how the modern alphabet was taken to different parts of Europe. And they adopted it also. Slight changes here and there. Another very great person who made contribution, who made lasting contribution to the development of alphabet is Charlemagne. You heard of that? Charlemagin. Charlemagne. Charlemagne. And this Charlemagne, his contribution was, he developed clear and legible minuscule cursive script. Minuscule, M-I-N-S-U-C-U-L-E. Minuscule, small, cursive, minuscule, cursive, legible script. So this is it is from this that we have today the lowercase that we say capital and the small letter we say, the small letter. The small letter actually, the cause for the development of the small letter is Charlemagne. And Charlemagne's, the modern day lowercase you can say, was devised by, so to say, by Charlemagne. His minuscule cursive script. Then, as you know, by 1450, Caxton introduced the printing press, and now we have got the internet and the cyberspace. Now what you do is that you say, for you write like this now, for you. That's a brand new script, never even thought of by the Romans or the Sinai or the Mesopotamians or back to the clay tokens or clay tablets, people who used the clay tablets and stylus and wedges and cuneiform writings, etc. So today you do business to business, you write like this, business to business, capital or even small, B2B. So cyberspace and internet, they catapulted, we can say, the use of these scripts. You got the point. So what happens here is that writing left the realm of real goods. It all started with the real goods, you remember, counting. Tokens used for counting. Now real goods is nothing to do. That's why we say language is abstract. Semantically abstract science, semantically meaningless science, semantically meaningless sounds represented by semantically meaningless science. This is alphabet. See, when I say semantically, that means the sound has no meaning. When you really look at this now, look into this, you will find A. What is the meaning A? No meaning. But A is a sound. So, the sound which has no meaning is represented by a sign which has no meaning. That's what is meant by semantically meaningless sound is represented by semantically meaningless science. So when you say A, B, C, D, etc. That's why people say no, Nietzsche and Saussure. Nietzsche said there is nothing in language. Saussure said there is only difference in language. And it is arbitrary. Language is arbitrary. Arbitrary means there is no rule for this. When I say there is cow, is there any Any element of cow you can see here? You are saying that it is cow. And different languages have different meaning. Isn't it? So, for example, we say village in, you say village in English. In Hindi we say gaon. Isn't it? Gaon. So that's what we say, gaon. So what is it? Why do you say? Because these both are sounds, no? Village is a sound and gaon is another sound. Gaon. So in one language we say gaon. In another language we say. So sound, representing sound, gaon. So that means, who told you this is village? Can you see anything? Any trees or human beings? People like that? No. Can you see anything here? Trees or... So you are attributing or arbitrarily saying that this is village and village means this and gaon means this. So the whole thing, the realm of language, what we see is only symbolic. The realm of language is only a symbolic realm. There is no reality. Once upon a time there was reality. It all started with the reality, Clatocans, counting Clatocans. So that is, at that time, it's a reality. But now there's no reality. So finally the conclusion is that semantically meaningless sounds are represented by semantically meaningless letters or signs, that is alphabet. So the definition of alphabet is this. But still, anyhow, whether it's semantically meaningless or not, you have to carry on with this. Otherwise, how are you going to communicate? The most important technology invented by human beings is language. This, as we have already seen, collecting, disseminating, retrieving, editing your information. So communicating and all this. So I think that we can say now, we can say goodbye to this topic, that is the history of writing. I hope you have enjoyed it. You have been following me. If you have been following, and if these lectures are of some use, you must definitely share with your friends this, and also you and your friends should subscribe to my channel, because you can expect more lectures on, say, criticism, new criticism, etc. So at present I am, as you know, I am lecturing on Matthew Arnold, the study of poets. Soon those lectures will be posted for your kind, we must say, help, isn't it? So as I always say, this will be help for you. So okay, bye. Have a nice time, enjoy your life. Hope you have followed. So today it is the modern alphabet. The modern alphabet is an invention of Tuscans. Sinai and adopted by Tuscans. Tuscans settled in Tuscany, and that's a region of Italy, and the slight modification, the Romans took it. The Romans, they came with the Greek alphabet, and the Romans, they adopted it, and wherever the Romans went, they took this and they spread it to Europe and different parts of Europe, and today it is, what we see today is the different forms of Latin alphabets. Understand? So Greek, Latin. Sinaitic, it was only consonants. Then Greek supplied vowels, and the Latin, Romans took it to different parts of the country, and you have got the different parts of Europe, and you have got the printing press, cyberspace, internet, and now it is everywhere. Ultimately, when we say, I am not pessimistic, but when I say like semantically meaningless sounds represented by semantically meaningless signs. Bye, have a nice day, enjoy your life.